Welcome back. In the last episode we finished the core gameplay loop, scoring, collisions, and a game over screen. In this episode we're going to polish the game. We're going to add background music, sound effects, and a main menu. Let's go! In Unity, sound is handled with audio source and audio clip. Audio clip is the file itself, and audio source is the speaker in the scene that plays the clip. Let's create a new game object called music player. Perfect. Let's now add an audio source component. Great. One thing we forgot is to reset the transform position. So let's do that right away. Perfect. So now it's exactly in the center. Some options that we can do is to play on awake, which is what we want exactly. To loop, which we also want for the music of the game. Let's now grab a music that could work for our game. Alright, to find music for a game, we can go to the Open Game Art website. Let's go to Music. Let's select this license and let's search for Jump. Okay, maybe if we select it here, what happens? Yeah, let's select maybe this one. Let's see. Not a big fan of. I like this one. So let's download MP3. Perfect. Alrighty. Now we can go back to Unity. Okay. Let's create now a folder called music. Okay. Now we just need to drag and drop our music that we just downloaded there. Perfect. We have it here. Now we can go to the music player and basically drag and drop here to the audio resource. And this should be it. Let's see how it sounds. Perfect. Okay, sounds really good. Let's maybe reduce the volume. It's a bit loud. Let's try out now, see how it sounds. Better. Okay. Perfect. Okay. This is very good. Okay, congrats. Now we have background music. Let's add now the sound effect. We can go to the same page, click sound effects, then select the license, and then search for Jump. I found this one that I really like it. Okay, let's click on it. Yeah, it sounds really good. Let's download it. Perfect. Let's open Unity and let's drag and drop the new sound here. Perfect. Fantastic. Now what we need to do is let's go to our script, bird script, because we want to associate that sound to the jump of the bird. All right, so we click bird. Okay. Now we basically need to create a new variable. We say serialize field. We set private audio clip jump sound. Yes, sounds good. And now we can basically, we need of course to define an audio source. So we can say private audio source. Yes. And now of course in awake method, we need to basically, get the component. In this case, the audio source. So we basically have to do this. Audio source equal get component audio source. All right, but this, how it is right now, it won't work. Why it won't work? Well, does the bird has an audio source? I don't think so. So let's go to the bird. Okay, let's click add component and let's click audio source. Perfect. So now the bird has an audio source. In this specific case, we don't really want play on awake. This is not what we want, right? We only want it to play when the bird jumps, right? So what we have to do, however, is to go to bird here and associate the new jump sound that we downloaded into the audio resource. No, actually, sorry about that. We need to associate it to the jump sound. Okay, cool. Perfect. So now let's see how that looks. We go back to the script, and then when we are jumping, for example here, we can say audio source, play one shot, jump sound. Yes. Let's see if this works. Yes! It works! It works! But now there is a slight problem. So when we have the game over screen, we probably don't want the background music to sound, right? We maybe want another kind of one-time sound for the game over. So let's change that. Before going to the game over screen, let's actually add a sound effect for when the bird gets a new point in the score. Okay, I found this one, which sounds really good. No, not this one. This one. Perfect. So we click gold coin and we download it. Okay. Let's go back to Unity and let's put this here. Perfect. And now what do we have to do? Okay, so now when does this score gets added? Okay, exactly, in the game manager. Okay, so we have to go to the game manager, the script. Here we have the add score function. Okay, so we have to create, let's create maybe a new header, audio. With audio clip, in this case, we don't want jump sound. It will be coin sound. Okay. What do we need? We need a audio source. Exactly. So audio source is like the speaker. If you don't have a speaker, even if you have a sound, it won't sound, right? You need a speaker. So we can say audio source. Perfect. Okay, it's looking nice. So we can scroll down and say add score. Here, we can say audio source, play one shot, coin sound. Yes. So now we can go to the inspector. We click Game Manager. One thing we forgot actually. We need to create an audio source for the Game Manager, right? This is another way that you can link an audio source to a variable in this case. You can drag and drop and put it here. You could have done it on the same way we did it for the bird, where you basically, in the awake method, you fetch the component, right? The audio source, you fetch it automatically in the wake. But it's also possible, drag it and drop it using the inspector, right? So that's also fine. Okay, so now let's select the music. Oops. Go to the game manager back. We say going sound. Let's see if this works. Yes! Perfect. So now we basically have a sound for when the score is increasing. Exactly what we wanted. All right, let's tackle now the issue of our music still ongoing when we have the game over screen. To fix that is going to be a bit more involved just because our music player is its own object, right? So we cannot as easily access to the audio source as we could have if the audio source were, let's say, in the game manager, sorry. So how can we solve this? So we could create a new script called music player. We can assign it to the music player. Okay, let's get inside. Perfect. We don't want actually any of those functions. What we need to do is first get our audio source. Now we need to get the component in the awake method. Okay, yes. How do we get it? Yeah, exactly like that. Audio source equal get component audio source. As you can see, it's all the time the same function, get component. This get the component of the game object where this script is located. Okay, now the only thing we have to do is to create a public void function called stop music. So we can stop it from another script. So we say audio source stop. Yes. Perfect. Okay, great. So now we can basically go to the game manager script. We can create a new serialized field. This time is going to be private and it's going to be music player. Because music player is, if you remember, is the class that contains the stop music function. Okay, so we have to create a music player variable of the music player type. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go to the game over section and say, okay, we can say, where can we put it? Maybe here, why not? We can say if music player is not null, okay, if there is actually a music player, let's say, as assigned, because sorry, we have to assign it. This is very important. So let's not forget about that. If there is, then we stop the music. Okay, so let's do actually the assignment very quick. So we click game manager and now you see music player is here. Okay, and now we just need to drag and drop. Exactly like that. And now in theory, if we go to the game over, the music should stop Let's see. Yes, fantastic. That works. To finish with sounds, let's get a sound for when we get to the game over screen. Let's click Browse, Sound Effects. We set the license. We search Game Over. Okay. Yeah, this one I like it. Yeah, sounds good. Perfect. We can download it. Perfect. Now we can go to Unity. Go to the music folder and drag and drop the gain over sound. Okay. Great. Now we can go to the game manager and we can create a new audio clip. You can say serialize film private audio clip gain over sound. Yes. And what we want to do, we want to, after the music has stopped, we could maybe stop the music earlier at the beginning. Yes. So just after the music stops, we could say gain over sound. We can say play one shot. Sorry, not that. We need to actually is the audio source. Yes, sorry. Audio source, play one shot, gain over sound. Yes. Let's see how that works. Oh, we forgot something. Go to the game manager and now we need to assign the gain over sound here. Perfect. So now we just basically click play and see how it sounds. Great! Works! Works perfectly. All right, now we're done with the music. Let's now tackle a polishing issue that I just noticed. So if we click play, we should see the pipes spawning in the middle of the screen, which is not ideal. You see? Yeah, it doesn't look good. So to fix that is very easy. We just change in the pipe manager, the star X, we change it to, let's say, 15. Yes, and also in the script, let's also change it to 15 here. Perfect. Now let's play. Okay, now we're talking. It works perfectly. Okay, to finish polishing our game, we are going to create now a main menu. The first thing you need to do is to go to Assets, Scenes, and let's create a new scene. Perfect, let's call it Main Menu. Okay, double click on it. Now we are in the newest scene, and as you can see, it's completely empty. So we right click, UI, Panel. Yes, let's change it to Let's change it to, yeah, to black. Why not? Sounds good. It shows blue because basically this is the color of our camera, okay? But the panel is black itself, okay? All right, so let's add now UI text. Let's call menu text. Perfect. Let's zoom out here. Yes, let's do the trick we did earlier. Okay, we put in the middle and we move this here. We call it menu. Let's make this bigger. Let's maybe make it 50. Sounds good. Okay, so now we need basically two buttons. So we can say right click, UI button. Let's call this play game button. Okay, let's duplicate it and let's rename this to quit game button. Let's move this like this. Okay, fantastic. Let's change the name of the inner text so it's nicer. We say play game button text, and this is play game. Okay, and now we do the same here. We say quit game text, and this is quit game. Okay, great. So what do we need now? So we need basically a script, exactly. So let's create first a new object, create empty. Let's call this main menu. Okay. Let's maybe add a space because these are how we have done it until now. And we go now to scripts, create a new script. Let's call this main menu. Perfect. Let's double click. And now we can actually delete those two functions. We are not going to use them. We are going to create two public functions because they need to be linked, with the buttons that we just created. So the first one is public void play game. Okay, we're going to change that. No worries. This is not what we want. And now quit game. Okay, quit game is actually correct. This is the way in Unity to quit the game. It won't really work from inside Unity because you cannot actually close the editor with the application quit, but it will work when we export the game into a executable, basically. But now let's actually modify what should be our play game. So our play game should be a scene manager, load scene. And now here we have to put the name of our scene, which in our case is sample scene. Yes. But what do we miss here? We miss importing, yes, using Unity Engine as scene management. Perfect. And that should be it. Let's test it. So we have to do one thing though first. By the way, please save the scene with Control S. Okay. Now we need to go to File, Build Profiles. Here, and we say scene list. Yes, and we need to basically add open scene. Yes, and now we put the main menu before. Yes, it has to be index 0. Okay, so it's shown before the other scene. Okay, so now let's play and see how it goes. Okay, so now we see the main menu. We click play. Oops, nothing happens. What's going on? Let's find out. Actually, we forgot several things. So the first thing we forgot is to add the main menu script to the main menu game object. This is the first thing we forgot. Okay. The second thing we forgot is basically we have to go to the buttons. You see, the on-click section is empty. So of course, when you click the button, nothing happens. So we need to click plus. We drag and drop the main menu here. We go to main menu, and this is the play game. Yes, perfect. We do the same thing with the other button, plus main menu, but this time quit game. Yes. And now let's see it works. Okay, oops, I was too fast. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Yeah, the game still works. Perfect. Yes. That sounds good. There is one problem, however. So if you have noticed, when we click play, the gameplay is fine, but when you die or when the game is over and we click restart, we don't go to the main menu, right? So if you, for example, want to quit the game, you cannot do that right now, and that's not ideal. So let's fix that. We need to go to Game Manager. Here, when we restart, actually the only thing we have to do, we can remove that. We can say, I want to load the main menu thing. Yes. Perfect. Let's see if this works. Okay. Okay. All right. Now if we click restart, yes, we go to the main menu and we can either quit the game or we can play the game. Okay, this is exactly what we wanted. Congrats. All right. Really good. Okay. The last thing we are going to do is to show how you can actually build your game. So you can execute it in Windows or in any other operating system. To do that, you have to click File, Build and Run. Let's create a new folder called Builds. Okay, and we select this folder. And now, yeah, things are happening. The game is being built. I will pause right now and I will come back after this is done. One problem I found while running the build is that some canvas elements are not really anchored to the corners. So for example, let's go to the scene, sample scene. Yes, you see a score here, it looks very good, but when you click pre-HD, yes, you can see here, it's not looking good, it's not anchored. So let's fix that. So we click score text, you click here, And basically you just press Control Alt and select top left. Here, perfect. Let's now add some spacing option. First of all, maybe let's make it a bit bigger. It's really too small, I would say. Oops, maybe 50 is fine. Yes. But now let's add some spacing. Let's add maybe actually not that way. Let's actually go to the canvas and move it like this. Perfect. Now looks good. Yes. So now you can do exactly the same thing with the game over panel if you prefer. If it's too small for you, if this is too small for you, you can actually make the text bigger, the button bigger. You can do anything. So let's actually do it maybe, so you can see how it's done. So basically, let's make the font size here 72, for example. Let's maybe put it higher. Let's go score and put it here 50. Yes, maybe like this. And the button, it's a bit maybe too small. So let's maybe make it bigger. Yes. All right. Let's maybe align this a bit better. Okay, fantastic. So this is the game over screen. We could do the same thing for, by the way, don't forget to save. We could do the same thing for the main menu because it's a bit too small. We can click canvas, panel, main menu text. Let's maybe 72. Yes, let's put it a bit more to the top. And now let's make the buttons a bit bigger. Perfect. Now it looks better. Yes. Okay. So yeah, don't forget to save. Now if you click File, Build again, as we did before, the game should look much better for a full HD screen. Thank you very much for watching these episodes. Yeah, have a nice day.